August edition of the Big Sandy City Council meeting. Welcome. We're in where it's cool. We're happy. Miss Rex will be here in just a minute. She's helping,
Technical problem.
Steve Jobs over there fix his computer. While we're waiting, always remember, silence your cell phones, please. Be respectful of the council and those who have business before the council. And Ms. Gonzalez is filming us, so everybody behave.
Give us just a minute, Miss Baggett. We're having trouble over here. Trying to get on in.
But we are called to order on time. Yeah, you can turn them back up now, Rocky. I just turned them down real low. Okay, we have called the meeting to order. And here's your turn. Good day.
Mayor Baggett.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Fontenot.
President was working that out.
Woo! Miss Allen.
Here.
Mr. Dean.
Here.
Mr. Rozell.
Here.
Chief Easterling.
Here.
Myself and Rocky Ware.
Here.
We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. If you would stand, please, Mr. Gonzalez is going to lead our invocation. Mr. Peterson will lead our pledges.
Heavenly Father, thank you so very much for bringing us here today. Please be with those that are going through temperature issues. It's been very hot lately. We thank you very much for the rain that you did give us a couple weeks ago. Sure like some more. Please be here with the business that we have to see tonight here at the city. In Christ's Lord righteous name. Amen.
Amen.
We'll address our colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated. The first portion of our meeting tonight is public hearing on our proposed tax rate for the 2026-27 budget year. Any residents in attendance may address the council regarding the proposed tax rate for the October 1st, 2026 through September 30th, 2027 year. After comments are concluded, this public hearing will be closed. Oh, okay. Here you are, come on.
valuation of $30,000. So just wanted to state that, so make sure everybody is aware, including the audience, of what exactly that voter rate is. It's not actually something people go to the polls for. It's a percentage above the last year's rate. And the de minimis rate, which you stayed under last year, doesn't automatically trigger an election, but if you have, I believe it's 3% of the voters, they can, get together in this process to then actually make an election on that. So just want to state what that is, so, because I was wondering, and I thought others might wonder too, so, that's all.
Thank you. Go for it.
So, there were plenty of copies hopefully over on the table for anybody who is interested in what the city council is proposing the tax rate to be for this next fiscal year. We're currently taxing at 46 cents per $100 valuation. And at our July 30th meeting, a motion was made and seconded and unanimously adopted to propose a tax rate of 47 cents per $100 valuation. So we have built our budget based on, our average collection based on that tax rate. And it is, our voter approval rate is higher than that. But we do think that at 47 cents per $100 valuation, we could adequately meet the needs of the city right now. If anybody has any more questions beyond that,
You had copies of it. Everybody did.
I prepared for the city council, just a simple tax rate comparison sheet, and I believe we have the lowest tax rate in all of Upshur County, so. But regardless, what we're taxing at is what we need to continue to operate the city.
Given some of the expenses that just came up this past couple months, is there, do you still feel 47 cents, $100 will
I think,
suffice for next year?
I think so, because the biggest area we anticipate expenses right now is actually in the police department side. Takes a lot to operate them. And, of course, we have a future agenda item about that tonight, an anticipation of a grant application that we feel likely is, even if they don't get that grant application, some of the funds they're receiving from chapter 287, we think it's gonna be adequate for us. Is that a fair statement, Chief? An accurate statement, I should say.
Do we have any more, comments on the public hearing on the proposed tax rate?
And I can read this just so everybody, in case somebody didn't pick up a
There are
copy.
copies of it.
But our taxpayer impact statement states that this budget, taxing at 47 cents per $100 valuation, will raise more revenue from property taxes this year than last year. And the increase is gonna be $11,872, which is a 2.89% increase from last year's budget. The property tax revenue that will be generated out of that 11,000 increase, that comes from new property added to the tax roll in this year, is $4,075. So we have had a couple of new construction projects, so. But yeah, it's a 1 cent increase per $100 valuation.
If we have no more comments, I'm going to declare this portion of the meeting closed, this public hearing. We now have a, excuse me, public hearing on the proposed budget for the 2026-27 budget year. Any resident in attendance may address the council regarding the proposed budget from October 1st, 2026 to September 30th, 2027. After comments are concluded, public hearing will be closed. We have copies of this also. Copies are available.
And everything is on the website as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, and it was in the paper, most of it was in the paper too. But, lots of places that you can go and find it. We do have, an increase in our total budget this next year, but, not actually compared to last year, but compared to 2 years ago. But the increases that we've seen in our budget, we've been very blessed that it's all coming in the form of grants. I know like our volunteer fire department, their budget is going up by about 39,000, I think, this year, something like that. And, that's actually all projected grant revenue and grant expenditures. So, likewise, we anticipate receiving about $150,000 in grant revenue for the police department. We're hoping to get more than that for public works, but we'll see what ends up happening. We've applied for a large grant for public works as well, but, through the, watchful eye of the department heads, we really have been able to mitigate a lot of the inflation that a lot of other cities are experiencing. So we've budgeted as conservatively as we can.
Do you have any comments, any questions?
I do have one question. The mention of the possible public works grant. So if that were to come in this fiscal year, how would that impact this? Would it be a budget amendment?
The grant revenues and expenses that we've budgeted for are fairly certain. Some in the police department, some for the fire department. Public works grant is a lot more unknown. So we did not budget for it. We certainly hope we have to amend the budget to make room for it.
Amen.
You're blessed. Any more questions? I'm going to declare the public hearing on the proposed budget for this next year closed, and we'll go to public comments. We didn't have any public comments other than Ms. Gonzalez, so we have, Jeff Jones. Did you wanna make a public comment?
No,
No, just your regular, okay. All right,
It's all good.
we're good. Just a brief, I'm gonna leave community interest to last, okay? How's that? I can do that, can I? All right, let's do that. All right, first of all, volunteer fire department, monthly report. Mr. Jones.
We have been
Chief.
blessed with a lot of good grants this year, last year too. We're gonna hopefully step up and update with the super good hopes that good. As far as the runs, we had 6 medical twice last month, twice before we had last month. It's hot, can't breathe, falling down, chest pains, a lot of it for that, but a lot of them we did need to run on that aren't on the list. We probably had 20 medical calls this month. But if we don't run them, nobody's there to run them, then we don't put them on, we don't make a report, they're not. Trying to get that changed so we still at least make a non-run report, and that we still documented the calls that we did have, which was a lot of them, we just didn't have any medics in town, and the ambulance would beat us there if we did have somebody responding from further out that's on our department. And 2 o'clock in the morning, medical call, and the ambulance gets there faster, you guys coming from 8 miles away, you're gonna turn and go back home. So, fortunately, we've only had 2 small fires that were small because we got there and got to stop on them fast. They're not on that list either, so I gotta investigate, maybe the reports aren't finished yet, sometimes that happens. When the guys get done, they're trying to get back on, they'll get the pipe complete and finished and send it to me, and I'll review them. We can check them off then. But there was 2 small grass fires. The rest of the county's burning all over. We had like 8 of them today. side heat, the fire, just everywhere, so, especially the old timers.
And I appreciate our fire department. I don't just wake up in the morning and go, gee, let's do a burn ban. Consult with the fire department, they consult with Texas A&M Forestry Service, see what the conditions are, what the likelihood are, and we were the first ones in our area
We
to
were.
have a burn ban.
For the
And
county, we really appreciate
So,
you're doing
well,
all that, because
You guys,
that helps mitigate a lot of the problems ahead of the
it
time.
does. And
Officer finally went under burn. I think Smith County and Gregg County just
Just
finally did
today.
that day, yeah. So, we like being on the forefront.
And folks are,
of mitigation.
I guess they're getting used to it, I don't know, because we had absolutely no complaints that I'm aware of this time.
I had a few people this message, or called and messaged and asked me if there was burn ban, so, yeah. The one guy that has a place off, I guess, the corner of Lyle and Cotton there.
Yeah.
They bought 900 acres
Yeah.
back in there, and he called me just 2 days before he put the burn ban. He says, this in city limits, I said, well, to try the way it started is, but half the property maybe. He's like, my burn is the very back, and I've got a big lake, and I'm digging it out, pumping the water out, we're gonna pile all this brush, 200 acres of trees in the lake, and burn it. And I said, I wouldn't do that right now, it's not safe. And he said, well, it's in the county, so even if y'all want to permit, we do it, right? I said, you're not listening, it's not.
It's not safe.
The ember's gonna float and start a wildfire down the river bottom somewhere, we can't get to it. And then fortunately, they put the burn ban on Whole County, and I kept messaging you, letting you know.
Thank
So, we
you
look forward to that, when the
for
burn
your
ban
help.
comes off, they're gonna be burning down.
Oh, it'll be great.
So.
Okay.
We had 2 MBAs, I think, which is about the same as we had last month, so. Fortunately, we've been kind of quiet, did that, so. Appreciate all y'all do.
You,
Thank you.
Have fun with that meeting there. By
We didn't do
myself,
anything with their budget, right?
Mr. Sam got married Saturday, so he's still on his.
He's-
Main.
Somewhere cooler.
Yes, he's gonna bring back some wildfire in Main.
Thanks,
Thank
Jeff.
y'all.
Okay, Chief. Isabel, don't come on up and dazzle us.
We'll start real simple with the, monthly report, and I'll just ask, do we have any questions on it? So we get to get pulled up. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't know, only because the racing guy, 0 motor license inside the city in the month of July. So I think that's the first time that I can remember that we've had 0. That once was 1 or 2 type deals, but we had 0.
That even included the parade with all the people up there.
Now, we can't say that for August, we're working.
Well, no.
We're working on that, but, you know, for July, we can say that.
That's good.
Am I missing, I don't see the comparison to July 25.
Nope, it's not there. Is that July 26th? That's my fault.
That's okay. July 25. You just, yeah. Just tell me off the top of your head. No.
I know we had more wrecks in July 25, how's that sound? I can guarantee that, but I don't know. It's gonna be real close to the same numbers, except for I think July 25 is either 4 or 5 wrecks, something like that. I think it's 4 actually. But, the rest numbers are flowing right along the same. Before I move to the next thing, any other questions, Dave? Alright. So the next thing is, we got an AC system go out on one of those Tahoes. Next to what happens is front of the Tahoe has 2 fans, we have, one of the fans, and this is, the 2 fans is one system, but anyhow, one of the fans, the one that cools the compressor, is actually what failed, which caused the compressor to fail, so. Had to asking forgiveness for paying it. Hasn't been able to approve that.
Hey, this was one of the ones we just bought too, right?
One of the, yes, sir, one of the DPS titles, yes, sir, that we got back in November, if I remember right.
I'll make the motion that we approve the bill for, the $3,691 and some odd change. For the repair of the air conditioning for the hallway.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Beam and a second by Mr. Rozell to approve auto repairs for the air conditioner on the 2020 Tahoe, $3,691.57. Any discussion? All in favor?
Alright.
Any opposed?
Next item that I have on there for y'all is,
Hey, can you tell us what vehicle number is that one? Just got curious, do you know which one? They all have a number.
they all have a number.
Can you hear? Is it on the?
It's unit 77.
Okay, it's on the bill, right?
Yes, yes, I was trying to get on top of my head.
It's unit 77, sorry.
And just for future reference, if you're looking at a bill and it has a VIN number up there, it's the last two digits of the VIN number.
Oh, that's how you tell, okay.
Yeah, that's how we.
Yeah, just for edification purposes, it probably should state just what unit number it is. Some of us might be different.
Yeah. So, you know, the next thing that I have on here is the purchase of two radios, one handheld and one in-car radio. These are refurbished radios. They, one runs, the handheld runs $22,275 and the in-car runs $2,325. They do have a small warranty with them, but the easy way for me to explain this is within the next, he's hoping within the next year, it might be a little bit more than that. The Upshur County Sheriff is switching his radio system up, so the radios that we have at this time, we'll be able to talk to dispatch at that point, but we won't be able to talk to another county deputy, we won't be able to hear what they're saying to the county deputies, or what the county deputies can say back, or other people on the system. This is a statewide system that he is going through, so being able to talk to BPS and all this stuff, it's possibly gonna come down, he's thinking it's gonna come down and mandate that everybody has to be on these systems, but I don't know if that's true or not. But long story short is, he gave me a radio price tag of $10,000 a unit. We found some used ones, so we were going to use some of our 287 money to go ahead and buy two of them. Because if we buy them, he's already got the system up for the radio can get, look at that way, so we can try them out and see how they're working, to see if we need to look at something different or not.
Didn't we just get radios? No, it's the fire department we got radios,
Fire
right?
Now, police department hadn't bought any radios.
No, you guys didn't when we got, we did some, the computers is what we did, in cars.
Yeah, we bought, the city bought a couple, and then we bought a couple more with the, 287 money. Now, that price tag is going to be a total of $4,630.47. We have the money over there.
So is this gonna be something that we're gonna have to replace all of them at some point?
Yes, sir,
You know what kind of time frame we might have?
roughly a year. He doesn't know an exact date, but he's telling us, he told me within a year that he's gonna be he's already bought 30 radios to sell. So he's well on his way. Let's see. He's not gonna actually put that switch, he gets all of his radios replaced. I think he's got somewhere around 100 that he's gotta buy. And, so, I mean, we can operate with what we have right now, but if he, let's just put it this way, if we had these two radios and he put that switch 2 weeks from now, at least I have one phone system that's up and running, right? So that's kind of one of the deals, and also we're trying to see. We could always go buy new, I'll put it that way, but at $10,000 price tag, that's high.
Yeah, so as long as he has some of the old radios, you guys can still communicate with him, right?
When he puts that switch in.
All the way he flips, you won't be able to communicate with him at all.
Not with
So
anybody.
temporarily, hypothetically, for the next week, you can still communicate with him. But if all of a sudden he found buku dollars, had Buku radios available, you guys might not be talking to them anymore.
We talked to dispatch, or we talked to,
Yeah. Or them,
or to them.
them, correct thing, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was one of the expenses, that's gonna affect 2027, right?
We have plans to take care of that through 287.
Okay, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, well, yes, yes,
Upcoming.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to prepare for worst case scenario right now and try to see, I know this is a chunk of money for the government, but we are like 99.9% certain by what everybody from Motorola has told us that they will work perfectly fine all the way to refurbished, right? So we're trying to get the system up and running to see if we need something different. Or if this is gonna hurt because this price tag is a whole lot less than buying new.
I'll make a motion that we allot, up to $4,700 for the purchase of, buying these two radios for the police department, which this would include taxes and shipping costs, not to exceed $4,700.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Boone and a second by Ms. Allen to allocate up to $4,700 to purchase radio and, car radio and a portable radio for, patrol cars. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Wait a second, we gotta check something.
We send that one going for the taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still in discussion phase.
Hey, you know, David, there's a, Chief Conservative, there's a discrepancy here. You got on your cover page, it says the total purchase price was $46.35, which includes the shipping and sales tax, but then when you go down to the itemized one down here, it looks like it's a little bit more. Is there something we're not being on with?
So we sent the, letter to them that gets the sales tax taken off.
Oh, okay, so I'm right,
So it's
$4,700.
plus the 35.27.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good. Never mind, my motion still stands.
Any more
That's just my
discussion?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you for looking at that. So the next one is a, grant that we are asking to apply for. This is a fully funded grant for the city, not matching any money. We get awarded the whole grant on everything that you asked for, or portions of it, right? There's several different things in this grant that we are asking for, that covers lots of stuff. One of the things is, like we just talked about, the radios, right? So, in this grant, we're asking for them to furnish us the radios, and buy radios to replace all that. Like I said, we do get, do not get, you know, so. Yeah, Officer Isbell is here with me, because he's been working pretty hard on this grant, and he has a lot of the details and a lot of the questions, a little bit more fluid than I am. One thing on this grant that we're looking at, is a Lakeview grant, is a grant that has a total of $3 billion worth of funding in it for anybody who can apply. As of right now, we have figured out there's 2,315 agencies that will be able to apply for this grant, and that meets certain criteria. You have to get in the 287 program, and then you have to have a letter of recommendation, and we receive our letter of recommendation today. So we qualify. That makes us qualify, yeah. This grant, I don't know where I wanna start. Pretty simple, I guess.
Alright, so this grant, we're asking for basically $4.8 million. Found out today that Smith County applying for the same grant, they're only asking for $6 million. They're doing a, jail expansion at their low risk facility. Under this grant, how we're doing this is we have went to the DPD and asked for 3 acres. And basically, huh?
2 to 3 acres.
Yeah, 2 to 3 acres, to build a brand new facility. Within that facility, you know, like our police station, but it also will have holding cells for us to basic. Built one of the conditions in there, we can build construction lots, build holding cells, and that's what we're doing with $3.2 dollars of that. It's building a 5,000 square foot, or 6,000 square foot facility, which would be our police station, holding cells, Sally Port, everything we need to cover a new facility. That's including pavement, anything you can think of.
Furniture,
Furniture, fixtures, security
everything but
system.
wait, including the infrastructure to include like bringing the water out there to it, your phase three electrical, your.
Utility, sewage.
And this is 100%, so we're not.
Generator.
We're also doing, I think, $750,000 in that. It's also gonna go to solar panels alone. So basically, we'll make it where, if anything, our electric bill will be nothing. I'm not saying it will, but it will be very low cost, if anything. When we go from 1,000 foot square building to 6,000, electric bill's gonna go up, so I try to help offset that by putting the, solar panels in there. It also includes a generator and all that. So, within the grant alone, what we're asking for is 8 radios, handhelds, and
8 in car. So
in
total
car.
16
Yeah.
radios.
We're also asking for 1 part-time person, basically a secretary, keeping the stuff up to date, 2 brand new patrol cars, trying to think where
The building.
building. There'll be also, software that basically will help us locate individuals, tracking software.
So the software we have now is good, and this software here is really pricey than they're looking at, but it is, but in our software.
It's the state of the art of everything.
Yes, it's our software on steroids and everything else.
Yeah, we're asking for 3 licensing, for that, trying to think,
3 years.
for 3 years.
That's.
So does it tell you then after you get all this, what your new ongoing annual costs are that we have to generate to maintain?
With the solar panels and all that, I think that will actually, it'll offset where we don't have to, like you said, ongoing, one thing that would probably have to go ongoing would be
Well, you already said.
maybe some software subscriptions, because we will have to have a, cloud scan system, because we're a holding facility, so we scan fingerprints and things like that. And usually it can be about $1,000 a year, but other than that,
Well, you said another employee.
well, the other.
Grant covers that, it's just with a 3-year period, the secretary for 3-year
Yeah.
period.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
so there's it for 3 years, and then after that.
That we,
It's a grant
we can-
additional after that, if we don't have it in our budget, we don't have it. If you have to tell them it's a grant money position up front, but looking at some kind of part-time person that might be a dispatch, or that can come in and help for, maybe a college student that can pretty good. Most of our saying that paperwork stuff.
Okay.
What about, since I can't hear y'all?
No, sorry.
I saw the part-time person for administration that y'all were talking about, I got that part. But these are temporary holding facilities.
Yes,
But if you put somebody in that holding facility, jail standards, they're not gonna let you just put them in there and drive away.
no, they can't stay overnight.
They can't, but what about just leaving them alone in that facility? Will that qualify, will jail standards have a problem with that?
Jail standards don't start applying until after 48 hours. Because once they hit 48 hours, they have to go into the holding cell. That's when all that kicks in.
Okay.
So that's the reason in the grant it says 40 hours is the max we can hold.
And typically, they're not gonna, they're gonna go.
They're-
They'll be gone pretty quick. This is basically a situation where we can, we've already had this twice now where we couldn't do anything with it, but had officers stop the car, we had 5 people in the car, all 5 were detained, right? We had reason to believe that 3 in the back had needed further investigation. We had to kick down the road, we didn't have a way to detain these 2 separate,
Right.
those 3 to be able to interrogate.
I'm just concerned about jail standards, but making sure
Yeah, make sure.
for
that-
videos, to be able to watch them even when they're in there.
Well, there will be cameras.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
There will be.
okay, that answers my question.
Temporary jailers not required.
No, we're not, that
then justice grants is due the 28th. Pretty much, I'll clean some of this up, go back to it, make sure everything's good, tighten everything up. Then I'll submit, everything, and basically what will happen is, I did some research. They'll have to announce the recipients probably by October, what they're saying is after, that's when the fiscal year ends, and this is 2026 grant, so they'll have to announce it by October 1st. That's what they say, will they, I don't know. But, there is one more round that will be happening, and it's gonna be in September when it's due. But, first round, I didn't know anything about, no one knew about it, and there's only 181.
Yeah, it's 181.
Yeah, 181 people that applied. This time, we're in the second round. I'm thinking,
I don't have a number on it. When I asked the other day,
You know,
it would tell me.
there's over 18,000 law enforcement agencies in the United States, so you can only, like I said earlier,
A little over 2,000.
2,000 apply. So, our chances are good, but I'm not saying we'll get it. So, we'll
He
just have
thinks
to
our
apply.
chances are better than I think our chances are, let me put it that way.
So, but, we'll just have to apply, and once we get awarded, we'll have to come back and tell y'all, and we need to, y'all decide to accept the award, and we'll go to the next phase.
So you guys are just here today to see our
Basically.
approval.
To
go turn this
apply for
grant in.
Yeah, and if we don't get it, we just wasted our time a little bit, that's the end of it, right? There's no money out front, there's no nothing like that, the city's not ever responsible for any money, even if we get awarded the grant, the city's not responsible for any money.
And the only backing that, just so everybody knows, the only backing is that the city had to provide the land. And as part of the MDD, what it does is by us giving you the land, if you guys were to win this, it actually would bring all the utilities into that property that we don't have right now, which could make that property much more useful for other things as well, so.
Yes.
There's a lot of win-win here if this happens, just so the total council knows.
I'd like to make a motion that, we allow y'all to apply for the grant for $4.847
Up to $5 million.
$3.11 million, in federal funding for, building the big city temporary detention, booking and law enforcement operations.
Why don't we just agree that
Second.
apply for up to $5 million, just in case we need double checks it.
And we can do it.
Yeah.
You wanna amend yours to 5
I
million?
don't think theirs is gonna be over this,
No,
so they're
just in
probably
case.
not gonna be able to spend over what they've already, or what they requested.
But just in case when he does it.
Right, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Rozelle, do we have a second?
David got it.
Dr. Fontenot, to approve the resolution approving application for temporary detention booking law enforcement operations facility through the bridging immigration related deficits experience, the Biden Act, which is just so funny. Program grant round 2. Do we have any more discussion?
I just wanna make note that you did a nice job on the presentation.
Very
Very good, very good.
I really don't have anyone, you guys can go.
Nicely done.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Rock and roll.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Mr. Ware,
The Public Works Department for July, report for July 2026, we had 2 water leaks, meters turned on were 7, meters turned off were 12, disconnects were 21, which was kind of high, meter readings were 738. On down, we had 1 wastewater plant problem that was resolved fairly easily. Lift station problems, we had 3, and that was the one last month that we had to order a pump for. Filling of water trucks, we only sold $100 worth of, water, but that doesn't really bother me right now because we're pumping a lot of water because it's so dry. Trees across the road, we had 1 because of the storm that came through. Sewer calls were 6, water samples 2, flush line 17 for 15, and service calls were 7.
So nothing out unusual,
About the same as
nothing,
a normal month.
nothing broken.
Going on down to the next item, we received a letter from Frontier, which is a Verizon company now, that, all copper phone lines are gonna be discontinued as of November 16th. And our wells talk to the towers. We have 3 phone lines, and they talk back and forth. They actually call each other and, request water to the towers. And that's gonna be discontinued coming up pretty soon. So we are looking into going to a wireless system or a radio type system that would have a radio signal that would talk back and forth. The wireless system has turned out to be very expensive. We've only gotten 1 bid, and it is up there. We've kind of, gone back and forth with that. There's been several states that have been hit with, the water systems, breaking into their Wi-Fi systems. And so we're considering just using the radio signal type system, for right now. And so,
So Verizon is the underground communications provider for this area, for old fashioned landlines.
yes,
Or is it
because they
somebody
bought
else?
out Frontier.
Well, but who was the general telephone company? It was GT at one point that became Verizon, right?
Right.
For this area,
Yeah.
and now they're gonna just stop landlines.
Yeah, completely.
Copper
Yeah,
Copper lines,
yeah.
yeah, the old copper line, which is the most reliable line in the world, is all good go.
They're forcing everybody to go to fiber optic,
Yeah.
for their houses and everything. And we are looking into that because, fiber optic runs by each of our facilities, well yards and everything.
Yeah.
And we're looking into that first. So we'll see how it comes about, but it's gonna be a process, I think.
So that doesn't infringe with, I mean, I'm a little bit outdated with this, but it doesn't infringe with what the federal rules are for communications. It seems like something's off the wall here.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, back when Clinton was in office, I mean, you could not have a phone in your house. And if you were out doing phone work somewhere and the landline went down, you had to provide them with an alternative.
Yeah, so I don't
So I'm
know.
just wondering if something changed, I haven't done that. Interesting.
So you're still researching that?
Yes.
Okay. Financials, Ms. Rex.
Okay, so everything was in your packets, for all the departments and everything. Our sales tax revenue for the month was $25,325.89, which is, if you look at our comparison to last year, it's just a little bit under where we were at a year ago. So, you know, we bounce around a little bit on the sales tax, but we're very grateful to have received what we did. The only other things really of note that, I'm aware, or that drew my attention was, is that, you know, we did talk last month really briefly about buying a few more tables and chairs for the civic center. And we have gone ahead and done that, but we just paid the bill in July, so, you might see that out there. We approved the additional repair on unit 77, that's in your expense report on page 3, the AC repair. And then, of course, we had some of the chief's other expenses that the thing council approved, so, did y'all have any questions about anything you saw there?
Or all the door costs in there for,
The
civic center now, or is it still got bills coming in?
I don't think we paid any of the door costs yet.
So that's still coming.
It's being paid this month, yeah. But if you haven't been down there, it's one of my updates in my portion of the, meeting, but if you have a chance, you should go look at what they've done down there. We don't have all of the, signage up that we need to get up, but we have that on order. And, but the contractor really did an amazing job. You really need to go check out what he built back there. Any other questions?
We have a motion to accept the financials.
So made.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Beam and a second by Dr. Fontenot to accept the financials as presented. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you much. Let's go on to the minutes for the July meeting.
Motion to accept the minutes as stated.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion from Ms. Allen and a second from Mr. Beam to accept the minutes as presented. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, next on the agenda is, a resolution on public works policies and procedures. There's been a few changes.
Yes. So, there was a copy of that laying at y'all's desk. I hope everybody got that. It's this agenda, resolution right here. And if you look at the attachment behind it, any of the changes that we're proposing that we make are in yellow. And then there's a few words that we're trying to strike through. And so this is our policy that we hand out to our new utility customers when they come in and sign up for service. And what we're striving to do is get the policies to match what we're actually doing in practice, now with some of the changes that we've made in the last year. One of the biggest changes that this is going to address is that for approximately 15 years minimum, there has been a practice at City Hall where you can call in and make your payment for your water phone with credit or debit or other card over the phone. And we have been advised that that's not really, the most secure way for us to be processing payments for others for a lot of different reasons. And one of the reasons why we went with the credit card vendor that we did is that they actually have a pay by phone service that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is the exact same fee schedule as anybody who would walk in City Hall and pay with card, or anybody that paid through the app with card. So, we actually have a 903-636 number where our utility customers can call and, use an automated service to make their payments. And it has better hours than we do. So, I think that's a plus for our customers. But we've, made that change to reflect in our utility services policy that moving forward, payments by phone would have to go through that system, through us, the city. It also addresses, on the very last page, we had the previous deadline for agendas, which used to be noon on Thursday. And we've changed that wording to just say before the agenda deadline, just in case the legislature decides to change it again this year or something, I don't know. So anyway, pretty simple changes in there. I hope y'all have had a chance to just go through and review. There's one change on page 1, just a couple of lines on page 2. We put the correct name for the form that we're using on page 3. And then on page 4, we just updated the agenda wording page. We're just asking if y'all would approve those changes, please.
Question,
Yes, sir.
how come you have to have a deposit in cash or money order? I mean, my deal is, they pay it with a credit card, and it's no good, you can turn around and turn them back off. So it ain't like it's gonna be something that they can get away with, but, because most people don't even have a, they don't, pay cash, $150. And that's just for a money order. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, sir, is that one that you would like to field?
I mean, I think it should be as easy as possible for somebody to come in here and make the deposit on opening
go ahead and collect the deposit, and I'd have to show you what I'm talking about, but, most of all, it just helps us to not have to rush. If somebody pays, the deposit by card, we would actually have to finish their setup for their account that day. But when a person pays with, cash or a money order, then it just slows the process down and helps us. Because the guys can't always get a, a beginning reading that day or something.
Right.
It has helped us a lot, actually, to be able to just kind of slow things down and be able to, get information from Public Works, and then the time it takes for us to start up an account. So it's helped us. And it just helps us to make sure we have the money too from them.
You know, I get the credit card thing. If somebody wants to pay their water bill with a check, do we take personal checks?
Yes.
Why not? A personal business check to,
Well, because it's a little risky, just because a check could be bad.
I think
So can
so we
water bill
turn them
check.
off.
You can
To
always
me,
turn 'em
that's
off.
pretty simple.
I mean, a lot of businesses do business with checks.
Right.
I don't understand, we take them water bills, but we're not gonna take it for your.
There's
current
probably
water bill.
actually, and there could be actually, us elderly people, we still carry checkbooks, we don't carry cash.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Well,
So, I mean,
about 50% of the return checks we receive are business checks. And so, the reality is, by the time, so let me kind of explain that process to you. From the time that we deposit a check and the time that we hear back that it is not good, it's usually 14 days, which is a half a month of service. And if you've got a business and they have a $200 dumpster, and we've paid for that dumpster, and they've started up and they've put 20,000 gallons through their meter, and we can't recover it, yeah, we can go and turn it off, but we're gonna face, I think, some pretty good losses in the department if we choose to take checks. And I looked into getting the system, like where you can run it through and see if there's actually funds available, but it's pretty expensive for an agency.
Would be the same thing happen after, if they paid their water bill with a check, same thing could happen, could it not?
It could.
So-
But if we have a deposit that we know is good, we can at least recover part of our losses. But if it's somebody that's new, and I know it may seem strange to you that we might even have people who are fly-by-night like this, but we actually do. We actually have people who have moved in, given us bad checks. By the time we find out, we get them out, they can have $100 or $150, and then not only do we not have a deposit, we're literally just out those resources, and the customers have to absorb that. We've just found that best practice is for them to come in and do it. Now, the credit card thing, like Miss Sarah said, it sounds great in theory, Rex, and I'm not trying to, minimize what you're saying, but we have people that come in at 4 o'clock and want service on that day. And so we can put more rules in place where we say, okay, if you're here by 1, we can get your water on, because it takes us about 45 minutes, and it takes the coordination of Rocky, Gus, and Sarah to get an account set up. And if they pay that day, we have to get it set up in the system that day. And that's okay, we can ask people to stay late and make sure that all happens, it's just, we've just found that the easiest way to make the system move is to make sure they've got the money, cash or money order. But we're willing to do whatever y'all want.
And I would just add one thing, I have been surprised at, when we made that change, asked for that standard, people were very accepting. I maybe have had one person question it, but it's obvious to me that wherever they've been opening water service in other cities, that they've run across this procedure of having to provide cash or money order. They aren't surprised when we ask them that, in general.
How often does this happen? How often do we have new deposit fees?
All the time. We have
probably have
a
it
large
every day.
percentage of our accounts in town, or our residents in town, are rentals. And so we probably open 15 to 20 new accounts a month.
I would say that if service that afternoon, they don't give it to you, if they give it to you in the afternoon, they'll give the service in the morning. Personally, that's the way I would do it. Yeah, you know what I mean, I would go back to, I mean, I'm not even talking about how you give you the money, but I think for purposes of, you know, somebody waits till the last minute, they should get preferential treatment.
We don't give them preferential treatment.
But in a way.
We try just to accommodate as many people as we can, but, so, you know, it's one of the reasons why, like Sarah said, I mean, it does take a little bit to get somebody set up and get, cause we have to have the serial number of the meter, we have to have a, you know, beginning reading, we have to, you know, which means we're coordinating with Public Works when you have availability, they have to meet us there, because if we turn their water on and they're not there and there's something on inside, then we have an issue there, and we may have to turn it right back off, and, you know, there's a bit to it.
There should be somebody there for turning the water on, correct?
That is our policy.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Which is why,
Tell me.
which is why when I say it'd be great, we'll give you guys that opportunity. Give you the money in the morning, I'll have you turn it on in the afternoon, give you the money in the afternoon, I'll have you turn it on in the morning.
Well, it's a separate issue from what's in the policy, but,
What is
Yeah, but
on the check, tell me again,
what's that?
if somebody comes in and gave, what's the turnaround for a bad check to come back?
About 14 weeks.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Because First National does not notify us, they don't call us on the phone and tell us. In fact, you know, a lot of times I'm getting a whiff of something and I'm calling them and saying, hey, do we have a return check? But they send them back in the mail. And sometimes we don't even get them. Sometimes I get the bank statement and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So,
So we have you give us a hot check, we're gonna charge you $30 or whatever it is.
we do charge them a fee, but again, when it comes to a deposit,
But that's still not gonna cover 2 weeks worth of, I use it, okay, all right.
So, Dr. Fontenot is, even though he's asking about this, you're saying everyone you're working with, like, we're kinda making a deal out of it. And you're saying people that do deposits aren't. making a deal
this
out of
has
it.
been in place for 5 or 6 months, and
Pretty much when we went to Paystar, we had to start because of the way that, you know, the Paystar fees are set up and how they hit our account.
we honestly have not heard,
So since January,
yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much just protect the city from loss.
It does. It's the best practice we've found.
I move to
do you guys
respect
give
the
back the
rest of that.
deposits after so long, and now the deposits just.
Maybe I won't.
I'm sorry, Dr. Faulkner, it stays on your account until you close it.
She closes it, so technically speaking, goes to pay the last bill, right?
Dr. Faulkner,
What?
continue.
I
It looked like to me you were about to make a motion to accept this resolution.
I move to accept resolution or approve resolution 2026-012.
You have a second?
Yes.
Thank you.
Just wanted to look. Yes, myself.
Dr. Fontenot has made a motion to accept the resolution, on the water department, policies and procedures. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And Ms. Allen has second. We have any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Me.
Okay.
True, you're the only opposed.
Okay, Ms. Rick, huh? I'm sorry. All right, Ms. Rex, proposed budget.
So, if y'all feel comfortable, we have the opportunity that we can go ahead and adopt our resolutions approving our budget. I know that, I sent everything they've had for the last 2 years, but obviously that is not something that would happen until they got council approval to do that, so, anyway, if y'all are ready, you are welcome to go ahead and adopt the budget, we start with that. Do y'all have any questions about the budgets, or?
I so move that we, adopt, or that we agree to the budget that was submitted in tonight's package. Here,
Okay, Ms. Allen, you have a question?
I have a question. Who, does the city council need to, I guess not, review the MDD? Is that just reviewed by the MDD?
Oh, yes, and that is in the packet, but it is the same as previous years, and I apologize, with having 2 council members, that adopted the budget at the MDD meeting last week, we probably should have had some more discussion about that. But, it is in the packet, and we can answer questions if you want us to. We anticipate sales tax revenue being about the same as what it's been. We, of course, are considering some, capital type projects, but we don't know yet how to make them happen. So if we do, we'll probably be asking for an amendment, but we basically did pretty much the same thing that we've done last year, which is maintaining the welcome center, the business park, and then we're hoping to do some capital improvement in the business parks. Anything you guys wanna add, Mr. Roselle or Mr. Bean?
Alright, is it council, you've already made a, excuse me, you made a
motion
motion.
to approve the
To
budget.
adopt
Yeah,
the
the budget's
budget.
been
We have a
presented in
second?
tonight's package.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Bean and a second by Mr. Rozell to adopt the proposed budget. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And now we go on to the tax rate.
So same thing, you guys, this is just that tax rate of 47 cents per $100 valuation. We have built the budget around that rate. Any questions on that?
Make a motion to accept the resolution 2026-010.
I'll second it.
Ms. Allen made the motion to adopt the tax rate, and Mr. Bean second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I didn't hear your A. Thank you. Okay.
And then our
Excuse
last
me.
one is just one that, if we are going to have a property tax increase, we have to have a separate resolution stating that the council understands that, and that you're ratifying the tax increase.
Motion to accept resolution 2026-010.
That you understand that you're gonna ratify it.
We have a motion from Ms. Allen.
I'll second it.
I'm sorry?
I'll second it.
And a second from Mr. Bean. To ratify the property tax revenue increase as reflected. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you, council. Ms. Rex, what do you got on monthly updates?
Okay.
Whatever.
So, next, looking ahead, a couple things on our horizon, I'm still missing cybersecurity training certificate from one council member. And that's due October, yeah, until Friday. September 7th, we will be closed for Labor Day at City Hall. There will be no impact on the trash schedule. So trash will run on Monday as usual. Our council meeting next month is early, September 15th, it's as early as it can be.
few little
stuff.
things here and there.
That's all I've got, Ms. Bennett.
Okay. Football scrimmage Friday night at Big Sandy. Let's see. And that's it for the rest of the month, except for all my personal junk. It starts, the FCA Wildcat Wednesday starts back on Wednesday, the 2nd of September. Volunteer Fire Department's having a car wash on the 4th. The 5th, Alert is having a 9/11 prayer breakfast at 10:30 in the morning. If you want to go, let me know and I'll give you a phone number to call, make a reservation. Like Laura said, the city hall will be closed at Bank City Hall, everybody's closed on the 7th. MDD is on the 8th. On the 12th, we'll be setting up for Honor Our Heroes. Ministerial Alliance has been doing that event for the last 2 or 3 years, and we're doing it a little bit differently this year. We're gonna set up at the gym on the 12th, probably, sometime that morning, cause I have a football game that night. And then it will be at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, the 13th. If you plan on going, please RSVP because we're having a meal. City Council, is on the 15th, Ministerial Alliance is on the 16th. Ministerial Alliance is here tomorrow if you want to come. Fall cleanup for Rotary, fall cleanup for the city is on the 19th and 20th from 8 to 5 and then 8 to noon. Rotary is 8 to noon. They are doing their recycling, electronic recycling, which has been very successful in the past. And they help us get rid of a lot of electronics. Hawkins Oil Festival is coming up latter part of September. Bingo is Monday night. That's just things that we have going on. Anybody else have anything?
On the September 15th meeting, I do have an obligation I will let you know.
Change that now.
I'll have to have everybody out, or you want to change the name?
Well, I thought we had to have at least four, even though we have.
That means you
It's not a special meeting.
For a regular meeting.
It's just a regular meeting, it's just have.
Nothing special's happening that day? Cause I might not be here either.
No,
Well,
I can
she's
make it
going
up. I
first.
should be able to make it up.
you may not be there after the 22nd.
I'll just miss the second.
well, we can change it to the next
I'm going to
week.
California, and I was supposed to go this weekend, I'm not going there.
Well, we can change it.
Yeah, we can change it.
I mean,
No.
now's the
We're
time
easy.
if we want to change it.
Yeah, can we
While
change
you're
it to the
all together.
22nd?
It doesn't matter to me, I can do whatever.
Are you available, Dr. Coffin?
I may not be.
I may be, you know,
Is the 22nd okay? We'll just keep it down a week.
I'll try to be back by the 15th.
Well, let's not make it any harder than it should be.
I'm available on 22nd. And that's the first day of August.
Is it early because it's, what?
It's the third
third.
Tuesday.
Because the
It is
first
just
falls
so the
on a
third Tuesday, it's just
Tuesday.
where the month falls out.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the
Then I'll be
first-
back, I know it's scheduled, hopefully.
Well, I do know that one thing that'll be on next month's agenda is we will have to amend our budget to reflect the 287 revenue. And so I know we'll be doing budget amendments for sure.
We probably need to have it done.
It's a good idea.
So, will you be back on the 22nd? Okay.
So now we're gonna change it to the 22nd?
I will entertain a motion. Well, it's not on the agenda, does
It's
it
not.
matter?
But I mean, if we, no, but we can change it to the 22nd.
Okay.
But it's not on there for next year.
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion to, adjourn this meeting.
Okay,
Second.
okay.
Third.
Mr. Green, Dr.
Yeah.
Cotton, no. Anybody wanna talk about it?
Well,
All in favor?
There's a lot to be said, but
All
let's just
in-
do it.
Is this a new record?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Let's go home. Thank you, everybody.
Bravo, public servants, thank you.
Yes.